Dorothy Honey Mallari, and I'm a second grade teacher at Los Medanos Elementary. One thing, well, there's a lot of things that I love about the iMessage, but one particular reason why I love it is because it really focuses on the person's feelings and not what the other person did. I think naturally as human beings, when we're frustrated or angry, it's really hard to articulate what we're really feeling, and we just tend to talk about what that person did and make a list of all these things that person did. With the iMessage, it really prompts us to really look inside and find out what we're feeling and what we need from that person. And for children, it helps us move on to how we can provide that support for that child, right? So in my classroom, we use it all the time. And when they're at that point where they're frustrating and they're just, at this point, yelling. So what we do is we take an iMessage, and that student gets to tell that person how they feel, and that person validates it and then tells them what they need. And then from there, we just affirm that child, support them, and in some way make sure that this doesn't happen again, because we find out what that person actually needs. So it's really amazing. For me, particularly, when Soul Shop introduced this to me, I really liked it. I was really inspired to make this our own in my classroom, and then all of a sudden the whole entire site started using it. So I took the concept of what that person is feeling when other people do this, but I thought of my little kindergartners and first grades who can't really read yet, so I had them draw pictures or even have pictures. So if you can see here, it's I feel, and I made some pictures for them to circle this, and then what they need, and then again pictures, and then on the bottom, will you please? So this is what they need. I made 4 different versions, so it gradually tends to the grade level. So that's probably kinder, and then this would be first and second grade. So we took out the pictures, but it also gives them a place right here to explain what happened, because sometimes before we even get into that, they just need to be validated on what their story is and what actually happened and how they felt that way. So then they just kind of mark it, and then at the end is the will you please, which I think is like one of the most important parts. Then it goes, I have the lines for the ones who needs lines, and I think we have one more version. No, actually that's it. So again, such a useful tool. This kind of goes along with the bookmark that Soul Shop gave us. I just made it into little boxes, and some teachers laminate it and have hard copies. So for me, I do have laminated copies of these, and when students have issues, they just take the laminated copies, go outside with a mediator, and then use this. So ultimately, you get to this point where they can articulate their feelings, and they don't need the prompts of the feelings anymore, and they can just use this. So that's where my class is, and I'm just super proud of them and super excited that we have this tool, because I know for me personally too, I use this in my marriage when I get so frustrated and mad. I don't really know how to articulate what I'm feeling, and it just helps my husband and I get through the problem and get through what's going on inside me. So I'm just super grateful for this, and thanks Soul Shop for bringing this to our site.